Hey Leo, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's take a look into your November read and see what comes out. November for Leo. This is for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements. And this is a general read. And we will go ahead and end it off with some love messages from whoever it is that you are connecting with. Leo. What is your overall energy at this time? Get the Seven of Swords here. So this is not typically the best card to have, I guess, for your overall energy. I feel like at this point in time, you are feeling quite disillusioned when it comes to some sort of matter. I don't know what it is, but you have more questions than answers, I feel, and you're really wanting things to be clearer to you, clearer for you. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. We have the World card at the bottom of the deck here. Leo, I feel as though and now we've got the Aeon at the bottom. That is the Judgment card in this deck. For the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like you're wanting to work on something, something that you don't have all the answers to. Something that I feel like you are, aside from being disillusioned, I feel like you are, in a sense, disappointed because you're not able to proceed forward with whatever this is that you're trying to work towards or work on. Okay, so the Universe, the Justice, and the Magician here, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like this has to do with some sort of collaboration. This could be at work. This could be at this could be at a place where you spend time, you know, on certain hobbies with others, and this could also be a relationship. I feel like whatever this is, you're wanting to do things different. That's what I'm getting with the Universe, the Justice card, and the Magician. This is telling me that you're wanting to do things differently. You're wanting to do things in a way that is, I don't want to say proactive, but it's a more successful way of doing something. It's possible that with the Universe being here, that you may have tried to do whatever this is in the past, and it did not turn out the way that you were anticipating. And I feel like you're wanting, this time around, I feel like you're wanting to do things the right way. You're wanting to do things in a more beneficial way for whatever this dynamic is. Six of Swords here is telling me on the bottom, it's telling me that we have the Six of Swords here as well, and we also have the Six of Pentacles. This is telling me that you're wanting, so, you know, your overall energy is the Seven of Swords here. This is really just not having the answers or the clarity that you really wish that you had at this point in time. We're trying to get from the Six of Swords to the Seven of Swords to the Six of Swords. And this is because when we would digress into the Six of Swords, this is where we find ourselves gaining a clearer perspective on the bigger picture of whatever this is. I feel like you're wanting things to be clearer between you and somebody, or between you and a group of people, or maybe possibly just with yourself. Maybe right now you're not very certain as to how to go about something on your own. That's crazy. We've got, so like I said, we've got the Six of Swords here that is in your spread, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Six of Cups behind that. And then we have the Three of Wands behind that. This is telling me that you're anticipating that you're anticipating on having received answers to something. You're wanting to see things from someone else's view. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Because like with the sixes being here, especially with the Six of Pentacles and with the Six of Swords as well, it's like, you know, this energy kind of, it gives me the feeling of the involvement of another person or other people, to where each party is needing to really understand and accept their role, their position, so that they can, you know, act accordingly and bring balance into this dynamic here. So this is what you're, you know, this is what you are anticipating, is that, you know, if you are an employer or a business owner, you may be anticipating that someone that was a candidate for a position in your company, you're anticipating that they are going to claim the employment offer that you had provided them. Doesn't have to be. Four Pentacles flipped up earlier. This is Four Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands here. These are clarifying the Six of Swords. For you, Leo, I feel like you are feeling hindered by the lack of clarity, by the lack of reciprocity that you're receiving. And I want to say from someone else. I feel like you are suppressing. I feel like, yeah, Nine of Swords, the Star, and the Nine of Cups are at the bottom of the deck here. But with the Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands, clarifying the Six of Swords here, this is kind of telling me that you are suppressing a lot that is feeling very burdensome for you at this point in time, because you have nothing to go by. You don't have anything from the other person's standpoint to make a definitive decision. You have a lot that you want to share, that you want to say with this person here. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups. This is clarifying the Six of Pentacles here. And we also have the Five of Wands. Wow. So Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, clarifying the Six of Pentacles. I think what you're holding in and really not divulging is the fact that you understand Six of Cups and the King of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Temperance behind that. Can't really see those cards, but what these cards are telling me is that, then you have your card behind that, the Fortitude card, which is in place of this, the Strength card. Excuse me. So this is telling me that you do clearly understand that there is an association between the lack of clarity that you still have at this point in time and the reason why, not the reason why, there's an association between the lack of clarity that you have in regards to whatever it is that you're wanting to know more about, and possibly, you know, with the Six of Cups here, King of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Temperance. Temperance is all about healing, healing over time. Two of Cups, this is talking all about, you know, partnerships. Doesn't have to be romantic, but with the Six of Cups and the King of Cups here, along with the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups here on this, in the spread, this is telling me that this may very well be in regards to a connection that you share with someone that you feel is significant in your life. You may have realized on your end that you know, the fact that you may have on your end, I don't know if it's you or the other person, but one of you may have had different options in potential partners, and this may have resulted in the loss that was experienced between you and this person. And you may not have wanted to see this. You may have tried to, with the Five of Wands here, along with the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups, I feel like you may have wanted to possibly argue that there were other reasons as to why there was this loss between you and this person. But I feel like ultimately, with the Six of Pentacles here, this is what you're kind of aiming towards. Because of whatever reasons the connection did not work out in the past, because of those reasons, you are wanting to do things differently here. I see that with the Universe, the Justice, and the Magician, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. But I feel like you don't know where the other person stands at this point in time. That's why you're kind of holding in all these emotions, as well as thoughts and subjects that you are wanting to discuss with your person here. You're holding all that back because with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like you don't know where the other person stands, but I feel like on your end, Leo, with the Six of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Temperance, you're wanting to heal and reconcile. Six of Cups and Temperance both talk about reconciling. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be in regards to family members, anybody that's close to you. But with the King of Cups and the Two of Cups in between those two, I feel like this reconciliation is, in fact, you know, over a connection with someone that you have a lot of deep emotions for, and that you really don't want to let go of. I feel like with the universe here, which is in place of the World card in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but the World or the Universe card talks about new beginnings, new chapters in our lives that we want to start afresh. With that, the Justice and the Magician here, this is telling me that you're wanting to do things right, do things differently this time around. You're just kind of waiting for the input of the other person. So, let's see. All right. What else? I know I keep grabbing this deck, but I guess let's go with it. Leo. Too many. There's the Knight of Wands that came out, but I feel like you have good intentions, that you are, you know, despite being in this Seven of Swords energy of just, like I said earlier, having more questions than answers, you are trying to proceed with a level of integrity so that you and this person can experience a new beginning. Let's see. Ten of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Justice card. With the Aeon at the bottom, this is the Judgment card. And we have the Death card behind that. That's Scorpio energy. That's all about transformation, endings, so that we can have, you know, a rebirth of something that needed to completely deconstruct and diminish, so that it could develop in a whole new form, whole new construct, a healthier one. Ten of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Justice card here is telling me that you do feel like this connection is quite burdensome, trying to make it work, trying to balance things out with the person that you share this connection with. You do feel like it has been a very heavy burden on you, and I feel like at times you really do want to let go. So I feel like you still, I think you you kind of go back and forth within yourself as to whether or not you should let this go. I feel like if you don't hear anything from your person, or, you know, obviously if they say they don't want to work it out with you, then yes, by all means you will have to let it go. But I don't know, let's see what your person wants to say. Let's see what the cards say they want to say or do about this situation. Knight of Wands here, okay. This is Five of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and then the Tower. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Princess of Wands and the Sun. Oh. Wow, and then the Knight of Cups behind that. So, now we got the Six of Cups, Princess of Wands, the Sun, and then the Knight of Cups here. So your person underneath it all, them not really communicating with you, and you not really understanding what it is that they're actually wanting to do about this. I feel like this person here is certainly wanting to have a fresh start with you. I feel like they're feeling very inspired at the moment with the Princess of Wands here. Princess of Wands and the Knight of Cups. They're feeling very inspired to be giving of their emotions. You may not, you may not know this because they're not communicating this to you. But this is what I see in the cards. They're wanting to reconcile. They're wanting to bring warmth into the connection. I think with the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles here, I see this person wanting to move away from the conflict with you, move away from the conflict, and really look beyond the horizon into a future that holds promise. Sorry about that, Leo. I had to see what my dog was up to. So back to your reading. I was in the middle of reading a person's energy here. Going back to the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, with the Five of Wands in the middle representing the conflict or the friction that you and your person had been and maybe possibly currently are experiencing. Your person here with the Knight of Wands facing the other direction of from the conflict, they're wanting to move away from that. They're ready to take those next big steps towards reconciling with you, because here on the other side you have the Knight of Pentacles, which represents one investing their time, efforts, energy into whatever it is that they are investing into, in a steady and in a very dedicated manner. It's one that takes time. It's not, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight of the knights. He invests his, like I said, his time, energy, and efforts carefully, consistently, and over an extended period of time, let's say, because he knows whatever it is that he's investing into is going to bear fruit, is going to be worthwhile. And that's what your person sees with you. With the Knight of Pentacles here, they're wanting to see things through with you. That's what I'm getting, because they do see longevity in this dynamic between you and them. On the bottom of the deck here, what you're not really aware of because your person is not communicating with you. We had the Six of Cups, the Princess of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun. I don't think this was really in the order that it was initially in, but what I'm seeing here is that your person understands that in order for this reconciliation to be meaningful, they understand that things have to change. The approach towards the connection needs to be different. Also, what I'm getting here, I just got this. This is kind of interesting with the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles here. This is also telling me, right after saying that your person is aware of things needing to be done differently in this connection, your person here, so with the Knight of Wands here is very fast moving energy. It's not the most reliable. It's fickle. It's inconsistent, and it does not represent longevity. It doesn't represent long term. Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarian energy, and this energy is not by no means negative. We all need to have, or we all need to embody Knight of Wands energy whenever we need that that burst of energy whenever we're initiating certain tasks or certain endeavors. We need that compulsion behind our intentions, or in front of our intentions. We need to have that with our intentions if we are wanting to bring things to life and manifest things accordingly. And the Knight of Pentacles here is very contradicting energy from the Knight of Wands. It's very slow, it's very steady, it invests consistently, dedicatingly over time, because the Knight of Pentacles is one that is focused on whatever it is that he's pouring into. He's wanting that to be something fruitful long term. And so maybe your person here understood that their efforts may have been conflicting with what the connection needed. It wasn't aligned with the prosperity of the connection. And so your person here may have gone through this realization, if you will, that things need to be approached differently if if things are going to last between you two. I believe the order that these cards were in on the bottom of the deck was like this. It was the Six of Cups, Princess of Wands, the Sun, and then Knight of Cups. But yeah, aside from, you know, your person understanding that things need to be situations that you and this person may encounter within this relationship need to be approached differently on both your ends. And I feel that both of you are aware of this now. I feel as though both of you have possibly grown through over a long period of time. You know, the Sun talks about, you know, happiness in your future, whatever your happiness looks like for you. And I think your person here is, with the Knight of Cups and the Sun, I feel like your person is wanting to add to your happiness, if that makes sense. Your person may feel like if maybe they were closed off, maybe, you know, maybe that's what you do not have a lot of clarity over, is how they feel deep down inside. Your person may possibly feel as though if they were to pour into this connection with all the emotions that they have for you, this could certainly bring a lot of happiness into your life. And obviously, if their feelings are genuine, that would make them feel just as satisfied. So I feel like with what these cards are telling me, Leo, I feel like your person is wanting to do things right with you. They are wanting to be serious, and they're wanting to plant the seeds for this connection so that it's going to grow over a long period of time. So yeah, Ace of Swords. Hopefully, you know, clarity is coming soon, if it hasn't already for you, Leo. So, all right, take care.